Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dreamhack action, and we have passed the group stages. This is actually the quarterfinals between Evil Geniuses and Virtus.Pro. The series is tied 1 game apiece, and this is the deciding game. I don't think this is a double elimination tournament, right? It's a single elimination. Once you're out, you're out. Is that correct, Eternal Envy?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, of course, I'm Luminous, he's Eternal Envy, and how are you doing today? You don't like it when I ask you that, so I'm going to
No, I really don't. I mean, what do I say? I just say
well,
I'm doing
the
good,
viewers
right?
are curious how you're doing.
We just talked about anime before this cast, so I'm fairly excited for this season, so I'm pretty happy right now.
Okay.
More excited about that than this game.
This
game is supposed to be really epic.
Eternal Envy's happiness is very ephemeral, like it's short-lived, and I'm pretty sure halfway through this game he's gonna be saying, "What the hell is everybody doing? Why they're all sucking?" Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right. Okay.
Yesterday?
No, yesterday you were actually not saying people suck. You were actually praising most of them, which is very surprising.
I always do that though. I mean, I think I always praise more than I flame. But
I think so too. I think so too. But
yeah.
you have this image that you're
both.
like, you're such a flamer.
Yeah, probably.
Any case, all right. Let's actually get into the game here. Evil Geniuses is going to be on the Radiant side, and they have Nature's Prophet selected. They ban out the Darkster and Gyrocopter. Meanwhile, Virtus.Pro's banning out the Wisp Bat, and they pick up Rubik and Queen of Pain.
So I think Evil Genius, they banned Darkstar Jaro because VP likes to get the Naga Siren, and I'm not sure if they use the second game or the first game, but if VP picks Naga Siren now, they lose 2 of the combos. They actually pick Witch Doctor to combo it as well, like Darkstar Vacuum into Meldeck and Cask, and they like to sleep Vacuum into Call Down. It's pretty legit.
That combo is going really deep, because I mean, back after TI2, the sleep was not, or you can't vacuum when they're asleep, right? They changed that fact, but if you're careful enough, you can still do it. And is that how Virtus.Pro have been doing it?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to be not a lazy person. You just go in single player with your teammates and you try it a few times, and you should be able to do it against anyone that doesn't have a rage or a spin. Before you could do it if they have a rage or a spin, but now you can't. But or against everyone else, you're okay. Even against blanks, you can do it.
Well, the key thing I noticed here about this draft so far is that Lifestealer is within the pool, and I'm not sure where your personal opinion stands on whether you think he's an OP hero or not. Oh my god, there's a Juggernaut being banned out, although it doesn't look like Juggernaut to me because...
Not the saver, guys.
I have my Dota 2 modded.
Thank god, holy shit, looks so legit. I'm just gonna look at that for the next...
So we have lost you from the pick ban phase?
I think so. But Lifestealer, I think he's broken. I didn't used to think this, because we don't lose against that hero much before, because I guess when Kaipi in the past, and still now, we picked a lot of Bane, we picked a lot of heroes I thought kind of counter the Lifestealer. You
guys picked Void a lot, you guys had a phase where you picked Ursa a lot, so...
Yeah, we picked... Anti-Mage is actually a decent counter too, if you can survive the laning stage against him. And we go Bane, so he can't aggressive against me. Like, there's no way, he just gets enfeebled, and I'm like, okay, cool, plus 10 damage on me, now I have plus 10 damage on you. You can't kill me, because you're a Lifestealer, and they have a freaking Shadow Demon, so I'll just blink out. But now I think that hero is extremely strong because of his split push ability. He basically just stays in your lane, and you can't do anything. Like, you can't harass him out of the lane. If you show up in the lane, he just stands there and keeps hitting creeps and hitting you. You always need a couple heroes to stop him. So he's really hard to deal with. And even if you send your entire army over to stop him, if he times his killing creeps right, he can always just infest into your creep, and then all of a sudden you just wasted all your time.
Well, here's the thing though. I mean, obviously the hero got nerfed pretty big in the 6.78 patch, and teams have not really been first picking and first banning him. So
really, I think a lot of teams still first ban him. I first pick him.
Well, not particularly here though. Any reason why there might be? We do see the Naga Siren being banned out. You talked about Naga being a big part of Virtus.Pro's playstyle, usually getting both rid of Darkster and Naga. But back to the Lifestealer. Why is he a 4th ban here as opposed to being a first ban, you think?
I don't exactly know, to be honest. Maybe some teams think... No, I don't really know. Maybe something happened the first game or second game. Or maybe they just don't pick that hero much. I know Evil Genius doesn't like that hero that much.
But you personally think it's completely worth the first pick. Maybe this is the exception to the case where neither team really cares about the hero too much, but usually he's kind of up there, right?
I mean, a month ago I wouldn't pick that hero either, so... I mean, sometimes
a month ago he wasn't nerfed, so I...
But the nerf, he didn't really get nerfed. he got nerfed in the laning stage.
Yes,
But
he
he didn't get nerfed overall. Sure, his armlet, -1 regen. Sure, his drum plus 50 gold. But I mean, he got buffed in the late game, in a sense, because Desolator is -1 more armor.
Sure.
I don't think he got nerfed if he survives the laning stage. I mean, and he will always survive the laning stage. He's the
right.
lifesteal.
We do see teams now might not be going as many offensive trialing lifestealer. I think that's kind of the bigger difference because your initiation range is not as reliable as before. So, but for the most part, lifestealer is still lifestealer into the mid and late game. We do see a lot of the Asian teams, and I keep quoting Asia and Dota because I've been casting them a lot lately for the Asian World Cup, which you guys should definitely check out because Merlini's coming over to cast with us. Bruno, as well as 2GD, is also flying from Sweden and joining us at LA to cast at the BTS house. So in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be casting a ton of great Chinese Dota, plus Navi, plus Orange Esport and Zenith and whatnot. But yes, the reason I quote a lot about Chinese Dota is that, and in Chinese Dota, they like to basically bypass any weaknesses of Lifestealer by giving him a safe lane, and then in the mid game you just jump in them with the Storm Spirit or a Queen of Pain, and he becomes a very powerful hero. But I guess
he's good. He's a good late game. People give him way too little credit.
He's fine. But
once he gets that Abyssal Blade, he becomes extremely strong. He doesn't really get countered by PA either because he's a hero that can get the MKB fairly easily without hindering his other abilities. He's not like a Luna. You can't where you can't buy MKB or it hurts you a lot. He can buy a lot of items to counter your hero.
Well, let's not talk about the Lifestealer too much because he's unfortunately being banned out of this game. But let's talk about Nature's Prophet, Lone Druid, and Shadow Demon on EG. Seems like a lineup that could split push a ton, and it seems to be a nightmare for Virtus.Pro to deal with it. They have a mobile hero in the form of a Queen of Pain, but I'm not sure whether that's enough. I don't think that's enough.
Unless the Queen of Pain gets really, really, really farmed, he shouldn't be able to solo kill anybody, like any of the split pushers. Like if he tries to kill the Nature's Prophet, maybe he'll just get orchided or something, and then or he'll Lothar away and TP out. I don't think he can burst down the Nature's Prophet, especially with the Chen now. And there's no way he can burst down the Lone Druid.
What about the Bounty Hunter? We don't see teams pick up Bounty Hunter too much. I think Virtus.Pro is one of.
I think he's been picked a lot more, especially than in the European. I mean the Russian side.
Okay.
I think VPN Navi hasn't picked him a lot. I don't quite know how strong that hero is, and I'm not too sure why he's being picked now because nothing happened to that hero. I think. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's been in the game picked and to pretty good success.
But
the problem with this hero is like he can't. He's good against split push because he can kill you.
Right.
And he can track you down, so he knows whether your Nature's Prophet is farming here or he's doing this or like the movement of the split pusher. But at the same time, another factor in split pushing is the ability to defend towers.
Right.
To slow down your opponent's push, and he does not do that at all.
In this game, he doesn't slow down your Lone Druid, he doesn't slow down the Chen, he doesn't slow down the Nature's Prophet. My bigger concern for him is where is he going to find the experience in this particular lane? Because if you 1v1 against a Lone Druid, you're dead. If you're
gonna get experience though if you 1v1 against Lone Druid. Yeah, he's gonna get experience for sure. Look at Evil Genius' lineup. There's no way they're gonna stop the Bounty Hunter. He gets a bounty. He gets a pre-MS. What the hell are they gonna do to him? At all?
I mean, you just drop a sentry in his lane, and what is he gonna do?
Yeah, I think he gets some 5 heroes at him. He just walk away.
Well, okay. We'll see what our laning stage is going to work out. But the last pickup here is going to be a Lycanthrope coming in from EG. So EG seems to be nothing but push. They have Chen, they have Lycan, they have the Lone Druid, and they have also Nature's Prophet. On the other side, you have okay AoE defense in the form of a Queen of Pain, maybe a Fable, maybe a Leshrac, Lightning, and Surf. But for the most part, they're looking to jump at you and take fights. They are very, very quick with things like tracks and drum charges from Chaos Knight. But are they strong enough to jump into Evil Geniuses and take a fight?
I think people underestimate. The picks are pretty interesting. There's Lycan, of course, and there's barely any stuns on EG, and on VP there's a CK with a Wisp, which you don't see that much. Mm-hmm. But CK used to be considered the most imbalanced hero in the game for like half a year, right? Right. He was the strongest, and there's a reason for that. He hurts a lot. So if he gets farmed, he can just go into a silver and just crush him. They're gonna go against the tri lane. This should be expected, and I think EG will get crushed. SD, Chen, and Lycan doesn't do anything. Maybe they're gonna go Dignitas, and the Chen will just go aggressive. But against a Bounty Hunter, even if they were trying to dive the Bounty Hunter with a Silver plus Chen, that's not gonna do shit. So I think laning wise, they're kind of screwed. For the mid lane, who's going mid lane? Where's the Fran going actually?
I think
Fran going mid?
Well, Bamboo usually plays off lane. I mean, you could just go solo mid bear, right? That's definitely a possibility, but he could do mid as well, so.
Yeah, the mid lane should be pretty okay. But VP can gank mid, and no one on EG can gank VP. And that actually matters a lot. When you play a game and you don't have to look at the minimap at all, except to check runes, it just... Like, the only thing the Queen of Pain needs to think about is whether someone's gonna teleport on him. Like the Furnan. And if the Fernand's going mid, then he doesn't have to worry about either. It just makes him being able to focus completely on the lane and crushing his lane.
The way that you're describing this particular early game phase, it seems like neither teams really excel to do anything but passively harass. Maybe you can see the Virtus.Pro
VP can crush.
Well, except for the Virtus.Pro offensive tri lane, they have a ton of stuns there. But for the most part, I think Evil Geniuses is going to be trying their best to play it passive. And oh my god. Looks like we're gonna have a little bit more pauses going on, which this is a replay cast. We get to quickly skip over it, but yeah, continue to share dots on.
Yeah, I want to talk about more stuff. Lone Druid has a sentry ward, so he predicted the lane. He expects Bounty Hunter to be top. I think Bounty gets crushed by Lone Druid in this situation because he doesn't have a PMS. So even though it's a safe lane, he should get crushed, and he went invis, which is really awkward.
I mean. 1v1 between Lone Druid and Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter, to me, always has a poor time. You talk about there's a poor man shield, even if it's a poor man shield.
I think if Admiral Bulldog was on Bounty Hunter against almost every single Lone Druid in the world, I think he would crush them with a PMS.
Really?
But yeah, if you pull the first, but this is for long lane though. If you pull the first wave.
Wait, real fast. Go to 14-14. That's when the game is ready to go.
If you pull the long lane, like generally the Celeber is in the short lane, right? If you pull the long lane and you kill the first wave at your tower, because the Celeber can't do shit, you're gonna have Orb of Venom plus a PMS. And then you just run up to the Celeber and you hit him.
Literally using Windwalk to run up and hit him, or just walks up to him?
Well, he might have Sentry Ward, so it doesn't matter either way.
Right.
You're gonna have Windwalk. But you have to double Janata. You have to double Shadow Walk him though, or else you're gonna get owned.
I see.
Do you know how that works, right? If you Shadow Walk and hit him, you
Shadow Walk. You wait
run
for
up to him first. You run up
wait
to him
for the
first.
duration to almost run out. And
No.
No.
The correct way to do it is you run up to him, and you hit him while you're Shadow Walking, and then you get the bonus damage. You hit him again, and you get a bonus damage again from one Shadow Walk.
For those of you guys that don't know, Shadow Walk has a fade time while you're casting, so you could hit while casting the Shadow Walk, and you fade, and then after that you hit him again. So basically, of course, when you Shadow Walk hit somebody, you get a little bit of bonus damage. So it's kind of, I always see personally. Are you at 14-14?
Yeah.
All right, let's unpause in 3, 2, 1, go. When I see you stream when you play Bounty Hunter, I see you always get a last hit on the creep and then Shadow Walk immediately to get a little bit extra bonus damage to get the last hit of a different creep, for example. So this is something that you could do when you're playing your own bounty game. But for now, Virtus.Pro going into the enemy jungle, preventing any type of ward placement, and this is fairly important, especially the EG guys are pretty slow in terms of going back in the lane, but. They won't know exactly where the wards are being placed on Virtus.Pro side, so the dewarding is going to be a little bit tricky for them.
One more thing about the Bounty Hunter for slow jet lane. Wolf Sentry Wards, I actually think Bounty Hunter does really, really well. Wolf Sentry Wards, generally, Celeber should win. But another thing the Bounty Hunter can do if he doesn't hit you is he gets one creep with a Janata, you can't stop him. Then he gets another creep with a bonus damage, and he gets another creep with a bonus damage again from same Shadow Walk. So he's almost always guaranteed 3 creeps. It's actually fairly difficult to stop a Bounty Hunter short lane with a Celeber until you get level 5.
Yeah, I imagine, what about Lone Druid picking up his own Orb of Venom? It feels like the harass is very much so free coming from the bear, and you have a lot more base damage working with them. I mean, sure, you talked about the creeping ability of Chaos Knight, but if the two gets in a 1v1 right-click war, Bounty Hunter is going to have the short end of the stick, right? I
think Bounty Hunter should win that right-click war, but obviously with the micro, that's not true anymore. But he doesn't have a PMS, so just take away all that, he's going to get owned.
Well, he's going to have a tougher time, I guess. Back in the mid lane, looks like we do have a 2v1 situation here. Fair helping out Bamboo to get the last hit. Bamboo used to play solo mid, and when I say used to, this is like 2 years ago when he was the captain, when he was the captain of his own team. Not exactly playing for things like Mouthsport, or not exactly playing for...
bottom, wow, he's dead. Dueling.
Well, I missed the first blood, which... Chaos Bow into stun?
Yeah.
Well, sorry for missing that one, but... I guess there won't be a Luminous commentary for missing it, but you guys...
Pretty huge deal, actually, because he doesn't have a TP scroll on the Lycan, and he just lost the entire wave of experience because he couldn't TP to the wave, and the tower was hitting his creeps, so his creeps died.
That's actually, well, he's gonna be somewhat sad. But meanwhile, look at the top
Look
lane.
at top.
Yeah, we do
Can
have
he do anything to him? Like, can he really do anything to him? I don't understand. I think they picked. They didn't pick for lanes for sure. And they didn't. I don't think they expected VP to pick a CK last to go aggressive. And the Lifestealer was already banned, so all the aggressive lane heroes, the normal ones, were gone. But they did pick the CK, and now the lanes look so awkward for EG.
Right, and well, what do you think about the decision to actually go Lycanthrope despite seeing the CK?
I think they planned it from the get-go. You can always come back with their lineup. They have a lot of annoying things they can work on.
They could push down a ton of towers, and I don't think VP could actually stop them if they're behind. Which, thankfully for them right now, they're not behind. Demon sitting right next to the tree lines. Yeah.
I mean, what is this though? I don't.
Well, they do lift him up. Splitter is going to have to hit. And Chaos Bolt, he's tanking the tower. The Edict's on top as well. Demon's going to give away a second death. He's going to use the Wolves to try to go on Arzard, but it's not going to do too much of anything.
Oh, I was looking at top actually, so. Oh. They drop a sentry at the worst location ever. They dropped both sentries, and he just walked away.
Yeah, your early game sentry are pretty important.
Okay,
Generally,
now he's going to die though, maybe.
I don't know. Do they have detection? They don't have any detection. He just wind walks. Okay.
This is so weird, actually.
I mean, is this where you say EG is looking to pressure and push the top tower? I don't think they will get that tower.
They can't push anything against a bounty hunter. This bounty hunter is even pulling for him, just because he's like so confident that they can't do shit.
Meanwhile, speaking of pushes, we do have Arzar on the bot lane popping that level 2 Diabolic Edict, working on that tower. Also, we do see a pull. Look at this. And that's pulling across one camp, farming it, and then now all the way across. He's going to get the EXP. Also, well, helps his ally pushing. I guess he's denying a little to XP to Chaos Knight, but he doesn't care too much. Meanwhile, back on the top lane.
So much farm, this NS guy.
Well, you were saying that they can push against Bounty Hunter. They're definitely doing that right now, though.
Yeah, they will try, and they're gonna fail.
Why do you think you can't push against a Bounty Hunter? You just talk about how Bounty Hunter can't really stop a push, you know?
Well, that's like a 5 versus... well, level 1 pushes are completely different. I was talking about the overall game. But look at how big KSI's wave is. They can't push against that.
Yeah, it seems like they have given it up. Chen is now moving to the mid lane, maybe to set up a gank. Meanwhile, on the bot, though, the Tier 1 tower has been destroyed. We do see Chaos Knight upgrading to the quick boots. And of course, NS checking out on his farm. He's got boot and magic stick, and same thing on the Shrek. So these two supports, maybe they'll smoke up, maybe they'll look for a roam, but exactly where does Lycanthrope go? He's not exactly a great jungler anymore because of the nerfs to the wolves. So he can't really duck in the jungle and find farm. He can really go into lane because he gets lifted by a Rubik, then he's dead. So I just don't know what is EG gonna do. Meanwhile, on the top lane here, KSI's level 5 already against also a level 5 Lone Druid, but he's doing a very good job zoning Lone Druid complete out of the lane. So it feels like at least Virtus.Pro is winning 2 out of 3 lane, and I do believe that Queen of Pain is also winning mid. It's pretty even. Yeah, it's pretty even. And considering that it's a Nature's Prophet being even against a Queen of Pain, it's not that bad for the...
Well, there was, it was 2 versus 1 and 3 versus 1. So,
well, for like a minute, and then...
Yeah, that matters. Oh, look at top. Can he come? No, I think he's dead this time.
Sentry on top is going to be net, and depends if they get a root. No, test Fave, and the double damage from Beatus. Gonna let them to get that 1 kill, and I think they're going to try to get that...
Maybe push?
Yeah, they're going to try to get a push out of that, but... I mean,
there's no way.
Bounty Hunter's going to be back in about 10 seconds, and he's going to TP. Meanwhile, we do see a rotation coming up mid, and Bamboo's going to be very, very careful. He's going for Dagon first, I think? No Talisman first, but the trees actually... Did he purposely destroy these trees? It seems like it. Now he's going all the way up north, and he dodges this game, so very nicely done. He could just straight up TP up top and really force this up.
I think VP needs to rotate their... I'm surprised they're not rotating their supports top. They're going to lose that tower if they don't rotate.
Well, we do see Fear. He might be in a little bit of trouble. He's trying to do the same thing that NS has done, but half HP is already gone, and there's a Shuriken toss. KSI just got a solo kill. Meanwhile, the push is coming in. Glyph is already used here for the Dire team, and he's going to try his best to pull the creeps a little bit off the tower, but EG already trying to get the last hit, and there's a net. Windwalk being used, and there's a Tier 1 tower being destroyed by EG.
I think this is poor play by VP. I was surprised once the gank failed in the mid lane, the Leshrac and the Rubik didn't rotate to the top lane. Because if they did, they could have easily stopped that push. And even if they were successful in getting the mid tower, I don't think it's worth it. You should never try to trade towers with a team that has split push. Because the team with split push usually has more mobility. And usually can like move really quick around the map, and when there's no towers up, there's less places to TP to, and mobility becomes better.
I'm not
also,
sure.
when you trade even with a team that's behind, that's also generally not a good thing.
That I agree with you. Right. If you're ahead, you shouldn't really be trading. But in the sense of, I'm not sure what I could agree with you when you say that you shouldn't trade with a team that has a better split push. The way I see it is that the team that has better split push is going to get those towers eventually one way or another, right? Whereas if you're not...
If you play against Alliance, generally you don't get any towers when they 5-man. Like, they usually keep all their tier 1s up because they realize, in the past, like, people think about it like this, they go, okay, we trade tower, that's fine, because we're going to get the racks eventually, and they can't get the racks.
Well, we'll talk about that later. Lift it in the middle here, Bamboo's going to eat a stun, but defensive disruption, that's going to dodge at least a scream, and I think Bamboo should be fine. Sonic, Soul Catcher's going to come top as well. No, Bamboo's going to get pick up KSI coming out of nowhere, like the ninja type he is. Meanwhile, NS going to eat 3 poison stack. He should be dead, he's closer. Meanwhile, the micro coming out from Beatus, they're going to try to get Arzard. They do get Arzard. Beatus is dead now. 3 more stacks going on NS. I think he's going to survive. He is going to survive. Just a big clusterfuck in the jungle. You were talking about...
Thank God Team Wild like played good there because he didn't skill his ultimate at level 6. And that was he misclicked, and that might have screwed his team over, but luckily he got away with it.
So he actually got screamed right back in the bot lane here. Demon gonna get picked up. You're trying to reality riff him. He's actually getting Juke back and forth. The Wolf is going on NS, and I think NS is actually gonna die. Juke left, you're right. Not gonna find Bamboo. Also teleporting in. Bamboo is actually going for Hannah Midas first, which is not too...
Illidan might die here.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure though.
Yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of body blocking, and the wolves, perfect block. No,
he walks away.
He literally does walk away. He does have power threats as well. He has an entire army behind him. Blocks from wolves. Oh my God, the micros coming out from Demon.
Mid tower.
And well, the mid tower does go down as a result, but they are gonna get Illidan. Well, I guess if
they might get trapped now too.
Here comes a rotation from Arzar. Yeah, Beatus maybe a little bit of trouble. He does have a Centaur. That's going to zone people away now. They're going to give up that push. Yeah, it looks like we have a ton of teamfight going on. Let's quickly check out how the Go graph has been reflecting at 3,000 gold lead for Virtus.Pro, which shouldn't be surprising at all considering that they got a tier 1 mid as well as a tier 1 bot. And they also are leading by 3 kills. Meanwhile, the experienced, a little bit more efficient gangster for them as well. Mid lane here, Demon. Oh, he's going to try to run away. Is he going to get a splitter? He does not. Very, very clutch gank coming out from Demon. Just want to point out something real fast. You say you disagree with the rotation of Virtus.Pro. They should have protected the tier 1 tower. I think what they were doing throughout all of that was at least trying to slow down Bamboo. They were not, fortunately, able to pick him off. But they were also were able to slow down Demon. Like, he was getting harassed in the jungle. So, maybe that was something. But great Q coming out from Jay on the bot lane. He gets a lucky entangle. The bear gets lifted, gets tossed it back. But the wolves... I think the wolves might actually...
Arzard's dead. Oh no, Bamboo!
Oh, he does nice whatever on the blind. They are gonna get 1 kill. And actually, NS is very, very slow. He may have the boots, but these wolves are moving a lot quicker. But here comes KSI. You know, considering how everything started here for Evil Geniuses, I think it's all pretty decent. It looks like we're gonna see more fight coming out. They're gonna focus on Chen. Just gonna get exploded. Where's the track? No track just yet. They do get a track. They get 1 kill, but that's a 2-man sprout. The Centaurs are already doing work. Bamboo trying to juke, trying to left and right. Where's the track coming out from KSI? Cooldown in a couple more seconds. There's an offensive disruption, but here comes Arzard, and there's 1 track. Reality back in. Bamboo's gonna get 1 kill. And these wolves, as well as the Treant, as well as the bear, trying to zone everybody back out. KSI's gonna get Centaur some. He gets netted as well. Fury is low, and looks like another Root. It is Root Gaming here for Demon. He's trying to get a couple more kills. Not going to find it. Teleport back in from Bamboo. Gets 1 kill. He's looking for a second. He is going to get a second kill with Demon as well. My God, Evil Geniuses is trading a lot better than I imagined. And it's all really thanks to a ton of summon for them. You can see that Bear now trading against Arzard. He thinks better of it and does back off. I think EG is actually leading right now, getting a ton of those kills. I mean, they're trading against track kills, but at the same time, did Bamboo buy back in the middle of that?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, he did buy back, but he also has Midas finish, right? So now you're getting a tier 1 tower. And I think for a team that really had a slow early game, like the Bear's not going to do too much later. Demon's not going to do anything until he has like Treads, Medallion, and Vlad. They're doing a ton right now, winning those very key engagement in the jungle. You can see Beatus already has a buckler. Vlad's is now finished. And I might even say that EG is leading. The Go graph...
I think they are leading too.
Yeah, the Go graph doesn't say that.
They didn't pick for the lanes. They picked for... like after the lanes,
right?
And they even though they didn't get away with the lanes, they got away with it now because they they came back from a team fight.
Yeah, I mean, they lost the laning stage, but it wasn't such a big loss where that, you know, you're completely just, you know, dismembered and you can't do anything else. But for now, like, they're doing okay. KSI, to me, he's got to be the X factor because these towers on the mid as well as bot is down. So he has a lot of room to kind of maneuver and get kills. But who is he going to get kills on? Like, Shadow Demon, maybe Nature's Prophet. Like, I think Chen as well as the Bear, as well as the Lone Druid, or not Lone Druid, Lycanthrope. They're going to be the harder to kill heroes. And for the most part, you can see supports are playing so defensive. In fact, they're all running back to their base. What are they afraid of?
I think just picking up items.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like, yeah, they're just basing, which somewhat awkward because they're going back at full HP, full mana, that kind of stuff. But okay.
One thing though, that team fight, I think VP lost because Team WoW died really early into the fight, and I don't. I think he played a little bit too. He's like, he's not gonna root me, and he got rooted and he died. So you can't. I think you should have waited for someone else to get root first, or for the bear to focus on someone else, because he is definitely the damage dealer right now. And he needs to survive into a long time in the fight. And he's gonna go Orchids. I'm not too sure if this is the correct item choice. I think in this sort of game, what he should be looking for is a Ghost Scepter first item into Shivas.
Interesting. I mean, that's not something I hear too often.
We'll
talk about the, yeah, Fair's gonna, Vita's gonna get lifted, and he gets burst down before anything happens. Meanwhile, though, looks like Shrek is dead immediately. Demon, uh-oh, looks like we have a wolf action. We do see Sonic Wave on the background. I think that's KSI also dying there. The Bear is actually getting a ton of work. He's using his ultimate, trying to get out the Badivis, microing the Centaur. The Roots are coming, and they also get yet another kill. Medallion do a ton of work in that fight as well. Queen of Pain on the backline. Can he blink away the Stomps? There's just so much shit in the way for Team Why he also gets rooted, and he dies again. There's just like wolves, bears, centaurs, everything, and of course treants, can't forget about that. And now we do see EG teleporting back mid with Bamboo, and they're gonna get a tier 1 tower push out of this as well. How do you beat this line though? I almost feel like you need something.
Lycat has 13 armor, this is so disgusting.
I feel like this is where you say I need a Naga Siren Stone Gaze to deal with all this shit, but well, Surf is gonna do a little bit of damage to these towers. Fable's doing a little bit. This is where I think Leshrac would have wished he had lightning as well. But Nature's Prophet's gonna destroy it.
It wouldn't have done anything to me. I was like, oh wow, Beatus gonna get picked off though.
Beatus, I'm not sure what he was doing.
I think he missed micro.
Yeah, the rest of his team.
Luckily, he got his max before he died. So he didn't lose any gold. But all he gave was 250 gold. So unless VP gets like a Roshan out of this, which I don't think they will, it was okay. I
mean, I think that was a track kill as well, so that was a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty big deal. I mean, even though the Radiant team is winning these fights, keep in mind that the track kill is going to keep things somewhat a little bit balanced. But as it stands, the gold chart is moving upwards. This is a fairly exciting game.
Good
Remember,
play by Bambo. Escapes from that game.
Yeah, he does have that map sense. Remember the game that we recently cast regarding the one that the big early mid game push being done by who was the team that picked Naga Siren Pugna Quantic. Really early game push. This is a little bit more old school coming out from EG. Just summons, you know, stuff, wolves, trees, bears, everything. And it's not really a pushing strat per se, but they're really showing the fact that they can mow down heroes very easily and then transition to get these tier 1 towers. Tier 2 towers are going to be a little bit harder, but like we talked about during the pick stage, this team is very good at split pushing, and those tier 2 towers will eventually go down.
Okay, so they're gonna push him in right now. Let's see whether VP is gonna defend us or not. I'm not sure if they can take a straight up fight. They're just too much. There's a mech, there's a Vlads, there's a Howl,
and a gun.
Yeah, there's a Medallion of Purge.
There's also a drum, or excuse me, there's also a Gem of Tree Sight already on Lone Druid. There's gonna be a disrupt. Any purge going out on top of him? No, just nothing just yet. No, they are gonna purge him out. They already got the tower, and it's a one-hit root coming up from Jo. Jo's roots this game is just absolutely insane. I think they're gonna keep going. Look at the how damage on both everything. The treants, the centaurs, the heroes. They're gonna just go for everything. Has, I don't know, like plus 15, plus 20 damage. So that's doing a big part of that as well. They're gonna try to reality rift initiate, but this tier 3 tower is just going down. The mech's gonna put everybody back up to mostly at full HP. The Fable not doing too much of anything, and the focus fire on this building. I'm gonna see a 15-minute, 16-minute tier 3 tower. I think with all those summons being destroyed, they're gonna back off for now, but they could come back in the next day. And look at the gold graph; it is just going crazy. Lycanthrope 2K gold in the bank. We do see Bear. I guess he has spent his gold already. Chen, another 1K gold in the bank. Everybody on the Radiant team is just so rich. Arcane boost.
I wonder if they're gonna get book 3.
They can, right? Mass book 3, in fact.
Yeah, they might do that. I'm not sure. I don't think VP has enough money to counter with Helmet Dominators, and I don't think they can get it with more than one hero. So
I mean,
this game might be a book 3 game.
Right? Normally
they don't need to though. They don't need to because they have good late game. So it's not like they're forced to do this.
Well,
they might not do that.
Lycan is going for it. He's already got the 2 parts in his stash. Looks like Maelstrom's gonna get picked up by Jail. Nice early game DPS. Normally they say, you know, the home is a counter, but keep in mind that there is a Chen, so you could waste your 1900 gold and get it home. But Chen, if he's smart, he could just steal it right back. So I'm not even sure where the Virtus.Pro could go home.
So how can VP win this? They have an armlet on CK, so their lineup is it was meant for the lanes, and even though the lanes went well, they messed up, and you can't give them an advantage against such a good lineup from EG that was picked for the game and not the lanes.
You mean like the snowball effect that they're doing right now, getting every single tower?
They have everything. They have firemen. They have tankiness. They can split push. They have late game. It's just a good lineup. The problem is the lanes, and they survived them. So.
Yep. Well, I mean, I think the EG team is pretty weak in terms of teamfight as well, but at the same time, they just have so...
They have a Mac, they have a Howl.
Right, they have so much items and so much HP that it doesn't really matter. You do see Virtus.Pro trying to take down the tower up on the bot lane, but I mean, Demon and the rest of his team is just taking tower a lot quicker. I think they're going to try to go higher ground, maybe to weaken the tower a little bit, but if they're going to try to racks, I think it should be coming from the mid lane. Not too sure why they're going this lane. The bear gets lifted up. It's going to get tossed back, but the Howl, look at the damage is coming out right now. The tornado creep being sent to the back line to start to slow it as well as distract. Virtus.Pro is going to drop another Smurf. Here comes another Fable, but it doesn't matter. EG, they just don't care, and they're going to get one of the earliest racks as possible. This is where you say, no, Reality Rip being used on Demon, defensive to disrupt, and the Sonic Wave just whipped on completely nothing. 4-second Sun's going to be whiffed as well, and you do see Chaos Knight is going to get burst down on the background. This is where you say, what does heroes such as Bounty Hunter and Chaos Knight do? They just don't have enough AoE to slow down or stop this push. Rax is going to go down. Demon runs out of his ultimate form. He's probably going to die as a result. Yes, in fact, he will. Sandbag not going to be there. Fair is going to purge before he runs away. Is he going to make it out? No. Reality Rift brings him back in, so at least 2 kills. At the very... Well, mid lane though, do you see Bamboo trying to get some action going on? I don't think he's going to get too much done. Yeah, he's going to just have to rotate off. The Treants being rotated to the mid lane as well, just to get some chip damage. But at the end of the day, that was a 2-for-1 trade, and a tier 3 and a tier 2 tower. And look at that, the tier 2 tower was, well, quote-unquote defended back up top. So, because everybody had to just TP back, the push was coming too quickly. And now we are seeing about a 7,500 gold swing since the Virtus.Pro has been losing team fights. Particularly in this bottom half of the jungle. There is an Orchid finish on Queen of Pain, but how much does that matter?
I don't think it matters at all. This lineup from each, like, you think they don't have team fight, but they do, which is why VP can't fight them, which is why they have to just let them get the racks, in a sense. Like, they just waited for them to get a tier 3, right? Because they can't engage. They have too much armor.
It's not traditional teamfight in the sense that they lob AoE at you where you like ravage RP and just blow you up with a lot of crowd control and stuff. So I guess it's a teamfight in the sense that we are gonna just come at your towers and we're gonna push at your towers and we're gonna group up. We have a ton of healing, we have a ton of armor, we have a ton of HP. Come at us. And really, Virtus.Pro just don't have enough AoE or spam to go at him. And now look at the Roshan medallion just being used, and it's gonna get the Aegis is gonna be down very quickly. Lone Drip picks up the Aegis. Virtus.Pro just have to back off. Is that book 3? No, it's just book 2. Book 3 is actually gonna get upgraded right about now if he just has one more last hit. Let's quickly check out how the Radiant is doing in terms of item. You talked about the mech, you talked about the Vlads, and now book 3. And the rest of the heroes doesn't really have too many items to speak with. Bamboo's working for a Scythe of Vice, and this is going to be one of the earliest Scythe of Vice. All those tower kills, Roshan kills, really helping out. Virtus.Pro, they got double drums, they got an Orchid, and you can see that ours are just getting an Ogre Club. I think Chaos Knight is trying to go for Mansa style. You see an NS trying to pick up a Staff of Wizardry. They have all these kind of small pieces of item, but it's not going to be turned into anything big, and Virtus.Pro needs something big to slow down these pushes.
Is he gonna die? He's probably gonna die. He's dead.
They do need Queen of Pain to come in though.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, there you go. There's a silence.
Doesn't need it.
Well, there's a silence to make sure they get the kill.
I don't like this Hex pickup from Nature's Prophet.
You think he should have won Necrobook?
I think he should have went Kara's.
Sure, that's a or Desolator maybe.
I think what they need is just tankability on their team. I think they just need a lot of armor. and they just right-click you. They didn't make sure VP can't just come in and secure themselves a victory by just using all their spells right. They didn't make their team so ridiculous that even if they were to get a 5-man Lesh stun, to 5-man Rubik stun, to 5-man Queen of Pain ulti, that once the Chen survives and mechs and ultis, that they can just standard hit you back. About the team fight, you say like they don't have any AoEs and stuff, but like a team is good at team fighting if they win team fights, and this team can win team fights.
Well, again, not in the traditional sense of any team fighting. It's just they just send stuff at you, right? Like, and here we go. We're gonna see the centaurs, the necrobooks, and the trees and the bears. Here they come. They're gonna go on your racks. There is glyph available, and I think the backstab is gonna come. Disruption, already see it, and now NS is gonna lift him up. The Chaos Knight gonna pop his ultimate, but can you kill them quickly enough? That's the question. They're gonna focus on Fear. Hand of God comes in. Fear is also dead. Buyback coming up. Big Sonic Wave coming out from the Queen of Pain, but these centaurs, the Furbogs, everything being focused. The Pulse Nova coming out from the Leshrac as well. He just burns down everything, but at the end of the day, the Rax has been destroyed. Demon gets lifted up. He wants Arzar dead. He's still going for it, but he's running away. In fact, he's not going to get it. The Sprout now goes on Tame My Wow. Tame My Wow is dead. Multiple buybacks being used on the dire side. They TP forward. Demon's very low. He's eating Urn charges. KSI is going to get a track, and I think everybody's going to make it home alive. No, the Urn's going to get one kill. The silence now goes on Bambo. Bambo's also going to be dead. That's after multiple buyback. JO's on the run. Any tracks? Anything? The Bear's now being set on the front line, trying to do a little bit of body block. He hits the Bear, blinks forward.
Wait for the track. Oh wait, he has Aegis.
No, he's got Aegis. Calm down, Envy. They know. They're now gonna get the track here on JO. JO trying to make it out of there. He will not make it out of there. But was that a Pyrrhic victory? Because sure, you got about 4 or 5 track kills as a result. You have spent 3 or 4 buybacks. You have also lost some mid racks, and I do believe the Radiant team has one last objective, is to just go top. And then even a suicide Rambo push, because if you get Mega Creeps right now, you just win the game, no questions asked.
Well, Mega Creeps always gonna be a game win, right? Generally.
I mean, there's some teams that could have the possibility of defending it or dragging games out, like a team that has a Medusa or like any melee hero with the Battle Fairy, but I don't think VP has those kind of heroes, or more importantly, those kind of, yeah.
Yeah, what's KSI doing? Okay.
Well, KS Knight going for the Manta? What do you think about
Manta? No, I mean, what was he doing? Because he just blinked to no vision. He could have easily blinked into 4 heroes and he wouldn't have known.
What do you mean, blinked Chaos Knight?
No, not KSI, I mean, the Quap. Never mind, he was just blinking around the whole time, and he had no vision, and they had vision of him, so he could have easily just blinked to 5 heroes. But okay. now he knows he's fine. He's fine now.
Well, Virtus.Pro, they know the last push coming up right now. Some key item pickup. Vlad's picked up here by KSI. That's probably one of the best items that he could pick up just for the team. Arzart, he was able to survive most of the team fight. Not going to have too much of anything. Does he have buyback? That's a quick question. Let's quickly check out everybody that has buyback. It's KSI as well as Leshrac. And that's pretty much it for the side of
I think I should talk about something really quick. Look at how VP's fighting. They're going to fight it at a tier 2 because they want to surround them.
Well, they're going to try to surround them right now. They're going to focus on Chen, and Beatus just got cut up. 4-second stun here right now. And looks like Shadow Demon is also dead. We do have Demon going for 1 kill. He does find it quickly on the Leshrac, but now they're going to try to drag him back. Demon left, then right. He's silenced. He's walking north, but the stun now follows him through. And Arzard, throughout all of this post-Nova damage, another big victory coming out from the Dire team. The question is, did they get all those track kills? And I think they did. You can look at the go graph.
Throw.
Oh my god. I'm not sure whether it's a throw, but it's definitely not polished Dota. The go graph is reflecting that as well. First, it was... I have never seen how this go graph has been shifting. Bambo trying to TP out his track. Can you actually cancel and stop him from doing so? He does not. He does go back to the jungle. Let's see. No, it looks like Bambo's forced to TP directly home because he needed to get further away.
Look at the way VP engaged that fight. If you were to fight at your base at the tier 3, that's actually worse than fighting your tier 2. Because at your tier 3, they're gonna have centaurs, they're gonna have book trees, they're gonna have treants, and in order to engage on EG, you would have to run past those summons, the bear and stuff, and pray they don't root you, pray they don't stun you, pray they don't like crush you before you get in. But if you were to surround them, like in the fight at the tier 3 middle when they surrounded them, and at the tier 2 where there's a lot of room in the forest to surround them, then all of a sudden, this EG lineup that fights extremely well when they're together, if you split them up, the auras and everything, it's just a lot easier to deal with.
Yeah, it's like you said, if you remember back in the mid-team fight at the mid-racks, Virtus.Pro backstab, it was, you know, the the CK that ran in from the back line. It was a Queen of Pain that ran in from the back line, and they focused on the squishy heroes like the Shadow Demon and Chen, and that's exactly how the top team fight went out as well. You gotta kill Beatus right from the get-go, because he just provides way too much healing, the armor bonus, everything else from the team. And here we go, they're gonna try that tier 2 push one more time. Does Virtus.Pro have enough to fight this? There is a force.
Look at what Beatus is doing. Look at Beatus positioning now. This is a really good play by him now.
Yeah, he know that he is a prime target, is staying very far back, very up towards the north, because it's very likely that Virtus.Pro is going to come from south. There's a tier 2. I think the tier 2 is...
for an ulti. That's pretty big.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that is a decent way to at least slow down multiple lanes of push, but keep in mind that they're constantly eating a little bit of pressure on the mid as well as bot lane. Post Nova's going to get used. All these AoE coming out, the Wrath of Nature coming out on the side of the Dire team. They lift up the center. They just blow up everything. Dude, there is a Necrobook being stolen coming out, but here it comes. Oh, CK's coming. Beatus getting caught. Sonic Wave comes out, and Beatus. Oh no! It's the start of the end, I believe. No, Demon's gonna run all the way out. Great Sprout coming out from Bamboo, but can they actually run from all these CKs? Bamboo's ultimate's running low as well. He forces Queen of Pain playing low. He's now focusing on Eidolon, but no! It is Bamboo Dota that's actually gonna get brought down. I do believe Demon's gonna be dead. Yes, in fact he will. Oh no, I think EG. This team fight. I think
EG Pro, guys.
Again, throw may be too strong of a word, but well, it is too.
It is a throw. Like
they were up by 4,000 gold.
Why did he run in like that? If Chen lives in the fight, they can't lose the fight. The hero is just too important in the fight right now. He gives +7 armor to his teammates, and he has a heal on the mech. He's just too important. He can't die. He needs to play way more safe. He was hitting the tower by himself. I think he just missed microed again. I'm not sure if he's used to playing this hero, because generally it's Milk that plays this hero, and they had this roster change fairly recently. And I don't think they play Chen much.
Uh-oh, speaking of Chen, he's found here by KSI. I don't think KSI could solo kill, although there is an earn charge on him. Is he going to go for it? Here comes the Queen of Pain. The mech's going to be used, but well...
Denied by his
Well, he's got it, but here comes Tamai. Wow, here, but Bamboo trying to... Oh, Clap coming up. Any bite? No bite just yet. Here's... And KSI, does he have Windwalk? He doesn't have it for 8 seconds. Going to try to TP out of here, and he will not make it out there alive. I don't think the Purge will do the damage through the disruption. So nice 1-for-1 trade. Sick deny coming out.
1-for-1? Sick? No, that ain't no one for
well,
one. That was
yeah.
1-for-0 that deny.
Actually, that was a big deny considering the fact that they were going to get a track kill on 2 heroes. So that was literally 1-for-0. You say that he can't micro. Well, there he proves you wrong at least a little bit, saying he can micro at least 1 per bog. But as it stands, who has the advantage here? I mean...
EG, well, come on.
Look at the gold graph, though. Look at the fucking gold graph. It's actually going, like, for the last 8,000 gold. The Virtus.Pro is...
It's still always really difficult to push against the Nature's Prop when you have 2 Rexes now. Like, regardless of whether your team is stronger or not. It's like that one game where you casted that, like, 2,000-minute game. Except it was a pub game, but still. Like, even if you have the stronger team fight, it doesn't necessarily mean you win the game. It's like going against a Batrider, too. Just because you can beat them in a team fight, it doesn't mean you win the game. Because you need to have so many opportunities to come to win.
They're going to pick off in the mid lane, or at least try to do so. Illidan Storm Mage, let's see how tanky he is. Does have Armlet and Manta, and he should be popping most of it right now. He does immediately go into ultimate form. Who is he going to focus? He's going to... I don't even know who that was. Immediately got disrupted. He's going to come out right now. That was Fear. Fear is dead. Sonic Wave on top. I think Sonic Wave hit nothing. I'm not sure what that was about. Are they focusing on Demon up top? Yes, Demon. He is also dead. Chen is on the run. At least Beatus did not focus at this time. At least not just yet. He's tracked, so there's nowhere for him to run. Yet another 3-for-nothing kill. As long as Bamboo do not backdoor them right now, they should be absolutely okay. Actually, it's going to be Queen of Pain trying to pick up Bamboo. South Sprout, Storm. Oh, is going to be any silences? No silences. Bamboo trying to make it out alive. He does. He does make it out. But now tier 2 tower on the mid lane. You say that Virtus.Pro does not have the advantage, but look at these team fights. Look at the gold.
They have a better team fight for sure. No, the CK is just such a ridiculously strong hero, and people don't really realize how strong that hero can get. But he's freaking strong, but still, you can't say EG just because they have less team fight necessarily doesn't mean they're behind. When you're up Raxes, like I said about that pub game, I was trying to say, even if you're stronger, like that PA was freaking strong, it doesn't mean you're gonna win just because you can't. You need to win like 10,000 fights for you to push. Right. Whereas if the opponent wins 1 fight, you lose.
That I absolutely agree with. I mean, right now you can see that EG, they have lost, I think, 4 fights in a row, but they just need to win that 1 fight. And that's the game. Now, of course, with the mid and bot lane being pushed, they have better chances of going into Roshan, which that's exactly what they're doing right now. excuse me, they're going into the pit. They do have many ways and to easily damaging him down, and in fact, he will just go down very quickly. But here comes the challenge of Arzard and the rest of the team. Fear coming, the Spirit's gonna hit on just about everybody. Wrath of Nature coming through. Disruption is there as well against the against KSI. Tracks are coming up right now, and Bamboo uses his Hex. I think he's not going to get that kill, and as a result, might not be the best way. CK does not have ultimate. He's on cooldown. He does have the Manta Illusions right now, but Demon got to get focused out. I'm not too sure whether he has Aegis or not. Meanwhile, Tame My Wow cannot blink away. He now blink away to the south. Meanwhile, Bamboo, I do believe, got picked off. No, that's Beatus. Beatus gets picked off in the first of team fight. They're running away, trying to chase down Bamboo. And can they actually get him? Bamboo, Sprout. One more couple of hits. My Wa also has a Desolator. He blinks after Bamboo. He still have the silence, so he's waiting to cancel the TP. No, he pops it out right now. Hex is cooling down 1 second. Can he get the Hex off? No, he can't. Bamboo is dead. Does he have buyback? Does he have buyback? Yes, he does. So he's looking for an opportunity to get some picks. Meanwhile, we do see Demon coming on the right side. Does not have ultimate on cooldown. They're still doing a very good job defending their base. They being Virtus.Pro. Virtus.Pro wins, quote-unquote, yet another team fight. They silence on Demon, and Demon also gets picked off. What was he doing there?
I don't think he had anywhere to go.
Okay, he doesn't.
Yeah, he ran top because everyone else is bottom, and he didn't have a TP skill because he had picked the Aegis. So he was just kind of stuck. He was like, shit, I can't do anything.
And this particular war scouted him out. So.
Yeah, like he can't expect that work. Yeah. So he tried to hide there, and then he was like, oh. Okay.
Well, very unfortunate is the fact that everybody died once again on EG. And quickly check out Nigo. There has been, in my calculation, about 12,000.
13K.
Yeah, 13K swing. 13K swing in terms of the go. And again, EG has to just win that one fight to win the game. But
it's looking pretty grim for them now.
Yeah, these fights are getting harder and harder to win, right? That's the one thing that you have to say. So as Virtus.Pro, if they don't make
they don't have to win a fight though. That's always another thing. I mean, they might already be playing it bad just because they're trying to force fights now. They can't win these fights, so they shouldn't even try to fight. You can always win the game. Like I know I'm speaking from pubs, but in a pub game, I would never lose this. If I was a Lycan or a Scylla, I would just repeatedly backdoor until the enemy team rage quits.
Well, in a pub game, you're also playing against opponents that don't know how to deal with it, right? Yeah. Here, Virtus.Pro showing clearly that they understand they have the better team fight. They're aggressively challenging into the Roshan, seeking for it. They know they're to push out each and every lane. They know the backdoor is always a possibility. So that's something that they cannot forget about.
I think they should place sentries in their base. It really sucks that they're not able to place more wards in the new patch.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're gonna have 5 wards up soon. Actually, the new wards are coming up soon. So because they were behind the whole game, they were able to save up some words, and now they're gonna have a lot of words actually. So that might be really good. But it's really they really should place more words in their base because Lycan can always summon wolves and they can boot travel into their base. You can always do that with Furren as well. And there's just so many ways for EG to counter backdoor that VP can never truly push. It's just almost impossible. Like you just can't push.
You can't push without winning a team fight, forcing out buyback, and then killing them again.
Right? But if EG doesn't team fight, then which I don't think they should. They shouldn't look for these team fights. Like right now, they're looking for another team fight. I'm not sure if they can win this team fight.
Well, you know, first things first. Virtus.Pro says we'll take your tier 2 on the bot lane first, get a little bit of power go, and then immediately they all teleport back home. And I
really don't think EG should fight this.
Yeah, I agree with you. If you think they walk up that ramp, it's not like it's 15-20 minutes ago where their item as well as their level advantage could carry them through. Look at that creep wave. It just gets blown up. Arzard taking that ultimate pulse Nova is just chilling through everybody. And there you go. Now. They have to back off.
If they sent the... let's say if Lycan was bottom right now with a smoke, and because there's no sentry wards, and they sent book 3s at that tower probably would have lost another 600 XP. And if they just keep repeatedly doing this, then eventually they're gonna win. It's actually so, like, think about it. How is VP gonna push? Is it even possible?
They can't push aside from using maybe heroes like Bounty Hunter, maybe the Queen of Pain, maybe having those mobility. Queen of Pain, by the way, actually had got a Helm of Dominator. She's also got Desolator, so now the orbs don't stack. What?
He went Demon Edge too.
Yeah. What? Okay, I understand the Desolator.
Wait, is he stacking properly? Is he stacking the orb? I hope so, because he should not be using Life Leech. He should be using the orb.
Well, for the viewers at home, MVP, please tell them how to actually stack it properly.
Well, I think he's doing it already, by luck or by whatever. Whatever orb you pick up first will work. So he picked up the Desolator first.
Yep.
and then you picked up the Helmet Dominator, so it should work. And if it doesn't work, and you want to switch to Orb, so what you want to do is you want to drop both items, and then you pick up the item you want to use. So you drop the Helmet Dominator and the Desolator, and you pick up the Desolator first, and then activates that Orb, and then you pick up the Helmet Dominator next.
I'm gonna quickly check whether she's lifestealing or not. She's definitely lifestealing now.
Yeah, she's lifestealing now. I think he switched actually.
I didn't actually see him physically switching. I was watching him.
No, he's switching. No, look, he's switching.
Ah, there you go.
What a player, guys.
Dude, he's actually switching because he needed HP. He's like, oh, let me get lifestealer for a bit. Man. Yeah. Sick.
He's doing it really fast too.
Yeah. Well,
he's practiced, man. This is his
well,
build.
Definitely no. I mean, what do you think about the spill where he actually went for Desolator first? I don't mind the mid-game damage. In fact, it's probably one of the most cost-effective mid-game damage, especially dealing a team that has mech, that has Vlads and all that stuff. And then the Helm was, in a sense, somewhat of a counter to steal away from Chen's creep, take away that Necro Book 3. We kind of mentioned it earlier during the draft, or during the game. What now? Is he going for crits? Is he going for MKB?
He should be going for crit. Even though the opponent has a lot of armor, I think the crit's better than the MKB right now, damage-wise. And MKB doesn't help you hit up hills anymore, and I don't think it really needs that right now anyway. Hit up hills for towers, I mean. But I think I was wrong about what I suggested him to get. Ghost Scepter and Showless.
Right.
I think the way he plays now is actually correct, because there's no way Ichi can catch him unless they sheep him. So as long as he waits for that, he's completely fine. He just has to make sure he doesn't fall into that same trap he fell into the first fight, where he blinked into a root. So as long as he stays wary of that, I don't think anything can catch him.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I do want to agree with you in the sense that early on, maybe 10-15 minutes ago, those fights, she definitely needed a Ghost Scepter, but as things stands right now, that Ghost Scepter wouldn't really be helpful for the more carry role that she's partaking for the team. Also, they're taking on a big stack, as the Helm of Dominator, Queen of Pain, is stacking the Ancients for herself. Guys, we have seen it all. Take my wild Dota, guys. Basher gets picked up here by the Lone Druid. I mean, the Radiant is accruing items in a much slower rate than the Dire, but they're getting some items still. Let's quickly look over them. Actually, Bambo hasn't picked up anything for a long while. He's up to 3,700 go in the bank. He hasn't been using the Midas.
I think he should buy a Lothars.
And just go. So this is where you say we forfeit any team fight. We're going to try to whittle you down, take the tier 4 towers, maybe sneak up barracks. They just don't want to fight frontal team fights anymore, right?
They use a smoke, actually. Maybe they're going to go for a backdoor. It's so hard to... Seriously, they food this game. If you throw a game in competitive Dota, you're not going to be happy. And I'm not sure if they're in the right state of mind to think of next level strategies to... But there are next level... EG is a very extremely intelligent team. I think they're like one of the smartest teams I ever played against. They're also, in my opinion, one of the most experienced team in both LAN environment, in both playing kind of funky, wacky games like these. Like, I don't think they have... Maybe they're definitely not in 100% state of mind, but I think they still have enough to maybe even take out this game. Bambo is going to be split pushing. This is one of the things that I said when Nature's Prophet really first become a popular tool in the competitive pool. You don't ever win a game against a Nature's Prophet that plays well if you're down 2 racks or even 1 racks, because the creeps are just always streamlining towards your base, and it's just so hard for you to actually slowly push out. Well, Virtus.Pro getting very close to the EG team. He's got to be extremely careful. And this, as the game stands, Bamboo is going to be that big split pushing menace. I'm not sure where I'll fully agree with you and say that he should be going for Shadow Blade. He's enough damage though.
I think he should be maybe even going for something like Mantis out, but Teamfight is going to break out in the jungle right now. Illidan Stormmate getting hexed up, getting stunned up right now, but he pops his ultimate. And does he have Mantis out? That's the question. He's out of mana at this point here, but he doesn't care. He's just going on Bamboo. Bamboo gets picked off here. Does he have buyback? Doesn't seem like it just yet. Beatus is on the run. Defensive disruption is on him right now, and the delusions are just going to work. Beatus trying to survive. He's not going to survive. Meanwhile, it looks like we're going to see a TP out from Demon. Is going to make it out alive just barely. Wow!
Backdoor Dota.
Is it backdoor Dota? Yes, in fact it is. It's JL trying to do some work up top, but he's also going to be on the run. Where's the stun? There's no stun here on Stormmage. He's out of mana, and he's cred swapping. No swapping. He's going to got one more reality rip. But the Basher, the roots, here comes the mech. He's going to have to be on the run. Where's the lift? They do lift him. They toss him back. There's also a Heaven's Halberd activation against JL. There's a buyback coming from Bamboo. Force that back out. Oh, Armlet Toggle coming out from the Chaos Knight, and the Pulse Nova damage against JL. JL is going to go down to a Ghost like a Toggle. He actually, no, he missed the toggle. It's actually gonna go down. Meanwhile, Bamboo trying to TP up, but here comes Chaos Guy. Tracking him up. No mana. Does not matter. Got some kills, and guess what? Tier 3 tower still alive. They gotta run back and defend that one. And the gold chart continue to even climb lower and lower. Virtus.Pro, guys.
Demon needs to get in position right now. Demon needs to make sure the opponent cannot push. He needs to make sure, yeah, because I don't think they want to spend their buybacks. So he needs to run into the opponent's base right now somehow.
I'm not even sure if they. I disagree with you. Remember, Chaos Knight, he died. Nobody was even near the base. He just flat out buy back. I think they want this Roshan. In fact, I think that's.
No, I think EG doesn't want to use their buyback. So.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
But VP's not gonna push, so it's okay.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to do anything.
Well, VP is gonna go into the Roshan instead. KSI now, another 3K go. I think if they get the Aegis to Chaos Knight. I'm not sure. Well, I think we have
5 man middle, even if you have the Aegis.
Yeah, that's not.
They've been trying to do that the whole game. I mean, there's no way they're not doing that, right? They can't win every fight. So they're definitely been trying. But first off, they need to push out the lanes, and that's taking way too long. And I'm not sure if they can even do that.
I also, if I didn't watch mistakenly, I think Bounty Hunter did pick up a Boots Travel and then maybe have sold it. But, well, at least he thought about taking up a Boots Travel. So
yeah, he bought one and sold it.
Yeah. So is this the time to start thinking about offensively getting into the enemy base? You said
no,
you know.
I don't think so. I think VP needs to calm down because they're not winning this game if they don't get wait 20 more minutes.
Well, speaking of Butcher Travel, Arzar does have that Butcher Travel. He's ghosting himself. He's getting purged up these trees. Well, they're gonna get destroyed, and he is also gonna get destroyed. Easy kill being picked up by Mambo.
Yeah. I think he pushed out too far, and then he fed for it. I think they should not try to win this game right now. I don't think they're ready. I think they need to calm down. They're not ready yet. They're not even close to ready. Like, regardless of how this game is going for them right now, it may seem like it's all bright and sunny, but it really isn't. They need to get way more than this. They need to make sure EG feels really depressed that they can't do anything. Because they're the ones right now that can't do anything.
Well, EG is going to be trying to do some split push. I think their goal here is to actually start to harass the tier 4 tower as a team. And you can see that Demon, he's actually been sitting on this top lane for the longest time, using the wolves to scout things out, and he's going straight for that tier 3 tower on the top lane. We'll just keep an eye out on him on the mini-map. Meanwhile, Big Team 5 breaks out on the bot. They're going to be focusing just on Bamboo. Bamboo's dead. Beatus is going to be next. Fierce also dead as well, but you can see it's almost like a suicide run for that tier 3 tower up top. They're going to go in for the Rex. Where's the Glyph? There's no more Glyph. They get the Rex, and the last range Rex, they gotta go down. And in fact, they do get the range Rex. The question remains whether Virtus.Pro to get the mega creeps. Also, everybody's dead on the Radiant side. So the question for you as MV, what do you do?
What the fuck? They have no buyback. Except Demon. Demon has to stall us somehow. He needs to backdoor. He needs to buyback. Right now, he needs to file like freaking three smokes. One smoke on Kerr, one smoke on himself. He needs the Kerr to follow him, and then he needs to smoke himself, and then the Kerr smokes again when he's next to their base. Or it needs to block Blink Die or something. I don't know. He needs to do something.
So what you're saying is
he can't sit in his base right now.
He needs to go straight into the tier 4 towers on the opposite side of the map and then force them to back, right? That's the idea?
He needs to stall for time. He needs to buy back. You can't win this, can you?
Well, here's the thing. I'm not sure how much Virtus.Pro, at the best, they're going to get a Rax, right? I'm not sure if they can get anything else beyond that.
Yeah, they don't have the CK ulti. I think this game is over. Like, if they don't have the CK ulti, the ulti is just too important.
They have the Mana Style right now, and they also have Helm. You could dominate a creep right under this tower right now, and you don't get backdoor protection.
Is he dominating? He's not doing it.
He's not doing it, but it's actually backdoor region. It's not kicking in either. Looking at the minimap, nothing at the enemy base just yet.
You don't go for a Rax, you go for a front.
You gotta get the tier 3 tower first.
You gotta go for a front now, though.
Right?
There's no way you're going for a
There's a Butcher Travel being purchased on Demon right now, and let's see what he's gonna do. Double TP in on the top lane here, and they are going for it. You do see Bambo does have a Death Slitter, gonna get one tier 4 tower. Meanwhile, the second tier 4 tower being under focus. There's a Heaven's Outbreak activation by Arzar. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, the tier 4 towers are also going down. Aegis being used. I do believe it's Chaos Knight. Does he now have Does he have the Chaos Knight ultimate? They don't. Meanwhile, it looks like the tower's gonna be going down. They're focusing on this throne, and I do. Oh, who won the game?
Radiant.
The Radiant won the game. I thought it was going to be dire because they had to put better push, but oh my god.
They don't have the better push though. Lycan, what a hero. The CKLT.
I'm rewatching this. Hopefully the game don't crash, but yeah, as the backdoor.
He has a Vine Rapier.
Who had the Vine Rapier?
On the Queen of Pain. I was wondering how they're like even close to winning this game, but look at his what the fuck? Look at his item. How's the fucking Breeza Desolator, Divine Rapier, Helm of Dominator Orchids?
How was he even able close to be picking that one up?
He's level 24. He's higher level than a CK by 3. What is happening? What did he do this game?
Well, I mean, they were winning team fight after team fight after team fight. The score's 24-47.
3 levels higher than the CK.
Oh my god. GG, well played, gets called out. What a Dota game. Thoughts, Envy?
Yeah, it was really good. I think how
That's
EG
it?
decided to play.
That's
like,
it? It's really good?
I mean, like from my perspective, they took too long to figure things out, EG. But when there's no way. Even if I were playing in their shoes, I'm not sure about. Maybe now I would, because after this game. But in their shoes, I'm not too sure about what of. Just because if you're ahead that much and then you just fall behind, then the negative emotions and everything is gonna kick in.
It's very much a psychological, right?
Yeah. And then what do you think of these things? It's gonna take way longer for you to think of.
Yeah, like, I mean, sure, it took them multiple teamfight losses to figure out that the big split push, and that's exactly what they did figure out. 4-man on the bot and Demon just rushing for it on the top. They did get the Raxus. They didn't have buyback. It was a close call, but Butcher Travel being purchased from Demon, as well as the TPM from Nature's Prophet, and JJ's went for it. I'm not sure whether the Desolator was purchased just for that as well. I think it might have been. But yes, what a play coming out from both teams. EG getting ahead early, falling behind. What ended up to be a stacking Helm, Bariza, Desolator, even Divine Raper, Queen of Pain was not able to go through. Would you disagree with Virtus.Pro's decision to go for a Hail Mary push at the end? Do you think they should have held?
They had no choice.
They had no choice but go for it, right? Because if everybody's else...
The creeps are done. Like, I think they should have... it's so hard for them to make these decisions. I guess what they should have done was they should have had wards outside their base, which I've been complaining about the whole game. They really needed wards. I mean, if they saw Lycan top, maybe...
They did see the Lycan top. Lycan literally ran...
too long, though.
No, Lycan literally ran past the entire dire creep wave to get to the Rex. But, again, it's just like, there's 4 other guys on the south of your base. They're running in. What are you going to do, ignore them? It's just a hard decision, hard position for Virtus.Pro to be in.
They have to fight outside the base, I think, right? I don't know.
No, there's 4 on the bot, 1 at the top. What do? Do you send 1 top?
They shouldn't have let them even come into the base, I think. Like, 3 of them should have fought those 4 guys, and 2 of them should have fought top. And they probably should have engaged them outside the base. That way, like, even if they were to lose the engagement because they get split up or something, they can always buy back and defend on time, and then they still secure their base. Well, you gotta have at least 2 top, because even if it's 2 versus 1, it's not really if the Fur on TP is in.
I agree with you. They gotta send at least 1 or 2 to the top lane for this.
That has to be 2. 1 is not enough. He's gonna get sheeped. He's gonna get owned by the Lycan. Lycan's gonna bash him. He can't do anything. You gotta at least send 2 top and send 3 bottom, I think, or 2 bottom and 3 top.
Well, whatever the right play ended up to be, that didn't happen for Virtus.Pro.
I think they sent 4 bottom or 5 bottom and then 1 top.
They sent 5 bottom until they realized that. Well, they basically kill everybody bot, and they were rotating back up top. But at that point, Virtus.Pro already lost Rax. So, whew, what a way to end this exciting game. Virtus.Pro will lose this series, and I believe out of Dreamhack, EG wins a close one. You were talking about throwing the mid game, but they have, well, at least made a very, very good comeback, I guess, if you call it that, all the way at the end. And that's it going to be for us for
now. Two more things I want to mention.
Go ahead.
First thing, fucking CK hurts. Like, holy shit.
Yes, we saw that. Hurts. Well, whenever he has his ultimate, he hurts. Because whenever he doesn't have his ultimate, he's just...
He still hurts, though.
Well, a lot less, right?
Yeah, but he hurts. Like, this is the reason to why he was considered to be, like... He's a good laner. He's good throughout the entire game. And he's a strong team fight. He's just good. He can't... His split push is a little weak.
Does he need Wisp?
No, he doesn't. I think this game showed that. He's just strong. But his item choice... I can't blame him for this. I'm not sure if I would have realized this either, but his item choice actually did hurt him quite a bit. He didn't have mana a lot of the game, so he couldn't ulti. And even when he did ulti, when he did ulti, he needed a wand.
That too.
When he had ulti, he didn't Reality Rift because he had no mana, and you don't have Reality Rift on CK. It just sucks.
Well, what's the second thing that you want to talk about?
That the Navi, the Russians, all think that in a LAN setting, you can never lose to NA.
Right.
Navi, well, I can't spoil that one, so. VP lost to EG, so.
You just utter something about Navi. Hopefully nobody is spoiled in any.
Are we gonna cast that game?
I don't know. Maybe we are. We'll see. keep supporting my channel. I do appreciate all of you guys that are telling me great things about these casts, and do keep suggesting what games that you guys want me to cast, and I'll be more than happy to bring them to you guys. He's Eternal Envy. You can follow him at Twitter at EternalEnvy1991, and of course my Twitter on the top right corner of this screen. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Eternal Envy and Luminous signing off to you guys.